Hello and welcome in today's sales masterclass. Today we're going to talk about a new topic. The topic how to become the 1% top sales in your area. Many sales are suffering selling. It sounds silly, but that's the way it is. They're always mediocre, underperforming, not really achieving their targets, not really motivated, not really stimulated. So first of all, it all starts with knowing your value. You need to know your market value and you need to rise your market value. And this is where today's subject comes down to. How to rise or to raise your market value. When you will be motivated, stimulated, you will automatically achieve, overachieve, overperform, outperform, and immediately you will raise your market value. So this means you will higher your vibration. The more you higher your vibration, the more success you will attract. The more success you attract, the more you will become the 1% top sales. This is all the energetic levels around it. Like not the technicals, not the mechanics, but more like the intuitional facts, the energetic facts. Now, what is important today? How can you apply certain mechanics to achieve better sales, to become the best in class? To become the best in class, but also the best earning sales in class. So today's topic is applicable for both business owners and people in sales functions. So what you can do, first of all, you need to find the right job to execute your sales. You need to resonate with the product, you need to resonate with the company, and this is already one step in advance. Now, if you're just doing a job because of the sake of it, and you just want to be the best in class, and you don't really bother about the product, you just want to make money and to achieve that carrot, fine as well. You can apply the same systematics. Question is, how to become the 1% top sales? I'm speaking here authentic from my experience. I've been around now almost 20 years in sales, from literally door-to-door selling, selling my own comic books, to closing high-ticket sales with multinational global 500, Fortune 500 companies, establishing long-term commercial partnerships. So I know the drill. Now, this brought me, this kind of summarized my knowledge to this 1% sales strategy. It also took me years to improve myself and to fine-tune myself in order to find the perfect strategy, the perfect systematics, the perfect mechanics, how to become best in class. Everyone can do it. Anyone, also you can do it. You just need to apply the following things. First of all, dedication. You need to be a dedicated sales. You need to wake up in the morning and you need to go to sleep knowing your business. Dedication, knowing first of all your own business, secondly knowing the customer's business, and thirdly you need to know what product, what service, what tool out of your tool set, out of your toolbox you will use to close the ticket with your potential customer. Again, sell a solution for their problem. Define the problem, define the need, offer the solution. So you need to know your business by heart. You need to know your product. You need to know your how the customer success flow works, how the operational workflow works, how the product workflow works. You need to know the back end, the front end, in order to give the best feasible solution. So you need to know your product, your business by heart. That's one. Product and prices, objections, etc., etc. So you need to be prepared. Secondly, prepare your customer. So if you go to a meeting, you need to know the meeting. You need to know the client. You need to prepare. What business are they in? What are in general the problems in the space? So to continue, first of all, how to become the racehorse in your area, how to become a peak performer sales, how to be an overachiever, to hit your targets and to go home with the big fat paychecks. Well, first of all, dedication. You need to be dedicated, as I just mentioned. Know your product, know your internal kitchen, know the external kitchen, your customer situation, and more in particular, for instance, you need to know your pitch from A to Z, from Z to E. You need to be on it, help them, service them, give them information that is appropriate as a follow-up, etc., in order to get your high ticket closed. So you need to be on it, any aspect, prospecting, sales follow-up, initial meetings, follow-up meetings, next steps, giving information, helping in the entire sale funnel process in order to onboard them as a customer, and not only a customer, but in some cases, if you sell, for instance, SaaS platform licenses or something, how to generate the recurring revenue streams, because for a company, revenue streams are key in order to value the company, etc. Now, second point, preparation. You need to be well prepared. How are you supposed to swim a contest if you're arriving in your soccer shoes? It sounds ridiculous, but this is the truth. You need to be well prepared. You need to be prepared. You cannot expect yourself to climb the highest mountain if you never were trying to do some hikes as a preparation, or to run a marathon if you cannot even run 1 or 2 kilometers, right? So you need to be prepared. Prepared is twofold. You need to be prepared in terms of back-end material, and then the meeting as such. So back-end material is meeting preparations. I'm talking about a presentation you want to show, maybe already certain proposals you want to prepare, like certain options they can pick, right? So you have the documentation with you, maybe even a contract, a potential contract, like a blanco contract you have with you. I've done this in the past. I created contracts. I put them on the table from the moment I enter the room, just they get familiar with the document, because there's always this kind of, let's say tension when you pull out the documents, right, to sign. So they get used to the document, and in the end, it's a smoother way to sign the document, to get the signature. So you need to prepare your plan of attack. You also need to prepare not only sales admin-wise, so your pitch, documents, etc., but also prepare the non-verbal stuffs, like where will you sit? What will you wear? How will you enter the room? How will you do the handshake? What will be your small talk? What will be the opening questions? What will be, most importantly, the closing question? How can you prepare the objections you will get? What is kind of the Achilles they're facing in their industry? How are they comparing to competitors? Where they lose in their area? So the more and the better you're prepared, the higher your chance to close the high ticket sale. That's the way it works. So you need to really be like a master. And I strongly advise, I've done this over 20 plus years, you need to be able to switch the button. So you are going to the customer from the moment you enter, click, and you step into your persona and you go into your 100% peak performance state, like a top sporter, right? Like the Olympics. You need to, you need to throw the disc. So you need to be in laser focus, visualize where you will throw the disc, what is the track, and how far it will be. It needs to be the same. You need to know your outcome of the meeting beforehand. And you cannot leave the meeting with oh, it was a nice talk, and see you next time. No, specific next steps. And this I will teach in other courses, how to handle next steps, how to pitch properly, how to handle objections, how to negotiate like a boss, like a master, like a 1% high ticket closer. So you need to be prepared. I hope I made my point here. Prepare like a boss. And then thirdly, once you know the mechanics, the preparation, you need to be accountable. Accountability only relies on yourself. Don't start pointing fingers, because don't forget, if you point a finger, you always have 3 fingers pointing yourself. So don't start searching excuses. You, and only you, are in the lead of your account throughout the entire funnel. And that's the way it works here in sales. So you need to be accountable for your own actions, and you need to be accountable to service the customer along the way until you hand them over, for instance, to an account manager, if this is your case and if this resonates, or they go in after sales, which is something else, of course. But the moment you're in the lead, you are responsible to help your customer. You understand their situation. So don't start including different people like tech support, customer service. Oh, here's your account manager. Here's another account manager. Try to limit this, because you are the trustable person. They trust you. You know why they trust you? Why they trust you? They trust you for one reason. They trust you because you are a high value individual. because you were qualifying yourself in this first reach out, the first prospection call, the first email, and now in person, either online or like a real face-to-face, which I always prefer, of course, because you have the dynamics. So then they value you. You will see like, this is a trustable person. We want to do business with this person because they stand their word. And this is why you need to limit, to extend, or to involve different parties, because they built a relationship with you and they will be there for you. It's kind of like a relationship, like a private relationship. It's the same. You know, it's giving and taking. And this is also the case to onboard your customer for the long run. Now, if you're applying these 3 techniques, I swear you will fucking make that home run like no tomorrow. And you will start making money, because you will achieve, you will make the company happy, you will hit your targets, you will overachieve, outperform, you will go home with the carrot, as I call it, like the big carrot, the big paycheck, because you have become a high ticket closer. So these are 3 fundamental techniques, mechanic techniques I'm explaining today in this top sales masterclass. Of course, there's more involved, because I can also talk about how to prepare in the back end, right? Like how to organize yourself better, timing wise, also mental wise, physical wise, etc., non-verbal wise, like what will you dress, where will you sit in the meeting room, etc. So what is your elevator pitch? What are the opening questions, the closing questions? So this is stuff for different master classes, but there's one more key element I want to mention. It's a technique I developed in my experience over the past 20 years. I started to work on an IGA basis. IGA means income generating activity. I will tell you more about this. I see so many mistakes happening with salespeople. So many mistakes. And what is the mistakes? They're busy, and they are busy, but they're busy with the wrong things. They spend their time wrong. And as you know, time and energy are our most precious assets. Even for me now, recording this kind of videos is my sales, right? Is creating this content. It requires time and it requires energy. So I also need to plan well when I'm doing this, right? In certain specific blocks. While it's the same being a 1% top sale closer. You need to focus on the income generating activity. What will generate income? Will it be preparing your proposal, doing some sale administration, clean your pipeline, making some calls internally, internal meetings? No, stop it. And yes, they are busy. They tell me, I was so busy doing all this stuff. Yes, good, bravo, good for you. But where's the money? This will not generate money. No, wrong. You need to focus 80% of your time, income generating activities, cold calling, cold prospection, door to door, attending venues, online seminars, in-person meetings, sales pitches, demos, whatever resonates in your business, you need to focus on 80% of your time, daytime. So let's say from 9 to 5, you should be focusing on income generating activities. This is what you have to do, and try to compress the time, because it's not a matter about the hours you work, it's about working smart. Work smarter, not harder. And it's true, you need to compress, to condense this in specific slots where you laser focus on client meetings, because you will be in this state of mind, in this peak performance, and this is the moment when you have to hit. You need to hit them, and you will be in the flow, in the zone. And it's difficult to always connect, disconnect. This will not work. So condense your meetings, maybe 3 days a week. You only focus on income generating activities non-stop, like, I don't know, from 10 to 3 in the afternoon, only client contact. I swear you will be surprised about the outcome. You will be surprised about the outcome. You will. Because if you start implementing this, revenue will follow, you will hit your targets, you will raise your value and become the 1% top sale in class. By applying these 3 mechanics and the income generating activity methods. 80% laser sales focus, 20% administration, which is also important because you need to keep track with your goals. You need to keep track with your follow-ups. You need to keep track with internal stuff you have to do. So either if you're a salesperson, either if you're a sales leader, either if you're a business owner, it applies to everyone. Start implementing this. Start implementing these 3 elements. And you will become the 1% top sales. You will become the 1% top sales. You will become the high performer. You will become the high caliber, high value individual that any company wants on their payroll. And how will you do this? Dedication, preparation, and accountability. On it, mechanics, and you are the one in charge. If you do this on a daily basis and you make this a habit, you create this discipline, and it becomes a subconscious activity, I swear you will hit the jackpot. You will bring one home run after another. You will generate the money. You will be a high ticket closer, and you can do this on any level, from simple small businesses to the highest contracts, the highest businesses that are available, C-level suite contract negotiations. It doesn't matter. It all comes down to the same systematics, the same mechanics, and try to implement the IGA. This is the #1 mistake salespeople make. 80% client contact, revenue income stream business related, 20% sales admin. Like and follow for more. Start implementing this. Check my YouTube channel for the full video footage of this cool, insane, valuable, performing, motivating, inspiration sales class, how to become a 1% top sale. Thanks for joining so much. I'm really grateful. You are my audience. I get a lot of energy by doing this, and I give a lot of energy, hopefully, to you. So step into your moment. From now, take the action and let me know if it works. See you next time.